Hi there, I haven't made a video for a few days because we've been busy moving and I'm not going to show you all the messy boxes laying around, but um, today's frugal trip, it's a trippy world out there, yes. The tip is going to be vegetarian chili, and I've made this before. I used to live with a vegetarian, and so I learned how to cook vegetarian food, but I don't like to always stand in the kitchen forever. So this is really simple. I've got some garlic that my lovely husband chopped for me, and I always put a little bit of oil in the bottom of the ramekin, see, so that it doesn't stick, and it adds a tiny bit more oil when I'm putting it in. I put it in after the onion is sauteed because I don't like burnt, bitter garlic. So right now I've got some canola oil heating in this pan. You can see it. I'm still waiting to get a light over this area. And somehow I had this blended vegetable oil and canola oil. And the canola oil smells a little bit off to me. I'm not sure if it is or not. I'm not sure if it's supposed to have a scent, but I try to keep my oils in a dark cupboard away from the light. Except for, if I have olive oil that's in a dark jar, like these are from, well, that's balsamic vinegar, and this one's empty, but it's from the Italian store in Waterville, and it's Vinolio, and they have these little silver vats where you can go and refill it. You can taste it, and it's really a cool place, but anyway, we're not living there anymore, so when I get back up there, maybe I will, or down there, or whatever, I will do that. Sorry. Spilling stuff. Yeah. I've got this little tile here that I have stuff on, and I have to get like some sort of a Lazy Susan with a little round lip on it or something, because this place is old. It's from 1939. The counters sort of go that way, and so things roll downhill. So I have to, organize this better with something with a little railing around it, but that's in the future. Anyway, the other ingredients are going to be, you could double this, triple it, you could add tofu or whatever, but I'm just doing 1 can of dark red kidney beans and 1 can of garbanzo beans. Because the garbanzo are kind of meatier than the kidney beans and sometimes I do light and dark, 2 cans of each, depends on how many people I'm feeding. And you could do diced tomatoes, but I'm going to do these peeled plum tomatoes. I love these Italian tomatoes. I don't think it matters what brand or generic, whatever. And I put them in a bowl, and you can squish them with your hands and rinse them off, or use a potato masher or a fork and mush them up. And I have a little bit of vinegar because at the end of most sort of soups and things, I add some acid. I've got this chai blossom vinegar, I've got apple cider, I've got red wine, and it's just going to depend on how I feel. And then I've got a bunch of nails and cup hooks and somehow a golf tee. But I'm going to put some cup hooks here to get these coffee mugs and other things, because counter space, get them off. I mean, the counter is not very big, and there's, on the other side is the microwave, so that's my counter, except for this dealie over here. And it's over here instead of in front of the window now because I am repainting the kitchen, and I did more trim the other night, or the other early morning, and I only have to roll it out. Once I get that done, there's patching holes and stuff, then I can start on this wall, because I have to keep moving things away, so I can't do it all at once because I need to be able to function in my kitchen. So basically what I'm going to do is saute the onion. I've got it on medium high, and I'm going to turn it down a little because this stovetop, once it's heated up, it tends to get really hot even on a little medium. And so I love this scoop spoon, and I think the brand is Nicole's Kitchen Homemade Goodness. And I actually think I bought this at Dollar General. So I probably wasn't that expensive. But I love the blue color because I love this color blue, whatever it's called, royal blue? Cobalt blue, I'm not sure. But I used to collect cobalt blue bottles, and I have an old olive oil bottle that California stuff I used to have, and it was green. And I was going to put it in the recycle bin, and then I'm like, but it's a green bottle, I think I might save it and use it for a vase. You know, I have some bottles on my window, so anyway. So you do that, let that get kind of soft. Then, after that's done, I'm going to add in the garlic and do like a minute of the garlic. Just until I can start smelling it, because I don't like bitter garlic. And then I add maybe a tablespoon of cumin powder. This is from Penzeys online. And a tiny, like a teaspoon or half a teaspoon of chili powder, which gives it some nice earthy flavor. And I let that go, and then I deglaze it with these, with tomatoes. You can use diced tomatoes, you can use whatever you want. I'm just going to mush these up and dump them in. And then after that kind of deglazes the spices, I add the kidney beans. But I like to cook the spices first before adding the liquid tomato stuff, because it really helps kind of toast them a little bit. And, you know, it's just something that a lot of people do when they're cooking. You toast the spices, it kind of brings out the aroma and the flavor better, and releases those sort of essential oils in the spice. So, and you can add any kind of spice you want. This is just what I do. I also mix cumin powder, a lot of it, and then maybe a third chili powder together, and you can take and rub chicken breast with that if you eat meat, and then put on some oil and rub that mix of cumin powder and chili powder. Bake them in the oven at like 375 for, I want to say, 30 minutes or until they're done. I usually do to like 160, 165, because they will continue to cook when you get them out, and I don't like my chicken breasts dry, so nobody likes a dry breast, do they? So anyway, yeah, I mean, these oils are neutral. I probably wouldn't use an olive oil for this particular dish because it's not really Italian, and I like to save my olive oil for good stuff, and, you know, salads or Italian dishes, you know, pasta, whatever. So these are both pretty good. I think this canola is still okay, but some people even keep their olive oil in the fridge, and I don't go that far because I don't live in a hot area because I'm in Maine. So anyway, it's vegetarian chili night, and don't look at my dishes. I still got to do dishes because I was unpacking boxes today, but I'll do them in the morning, I promise. Anyway, do all that, and then, you know, if I add a little water. Sometimes I use chicken broth, depends on who I'm cooking for, if they eat chicken broth. And then a tiny bit of vinegar at the end, which gives it a hint of acid, and it really comes together quickly, so that if you're busy and you have things to do, saute the onion, saute the garlic, dump in the spices and the canned stuff, and it'll be done in like maybe 10 minutes after that. You let it come to a boil and simmer for a few minutes. So that's my frugal tip for the day, vegetarian chili, and I'm going to keep sauteing my onion, and I'll post a picture of the finished dish on my Facebook after. Thanks for watching.